There's been an angry backlash from members of an Army Facebook page exposed for xenophobic and sexist behaviour online. 7:30 uncovered the site last night, and Defence Force chiefs have promised to take action against any current soldiers implicated in the abuse. But victims of past cases of online discrimination don't take that promise seriously. They say top brass are paying lip service to the problem. And today our story has unleashed a new torrent of abusive posts. In a moment we'll hear from the Chief of Army, Lieutenant General David Morrison. But first, this report from Hayden Cooper.
The page speaks for itself. Hate-filled posts directed at homosexuals, Muslims and women soldiers.
Fodder for the enemy. New break contact drill. Leave female soldier behind wearing bikini. LOL.
The condemnation from Defence Force bosses was swift. But threats of action have achieved little so far. Today, the private Facebook page revealed by 7:30 was again dominated by angry posts, mostly directed at the anonymous whistleblower who gave us access.
Mystery leak man, pray we never find out who you are, you gutless f***. Enjoy the rest of your life looking over your shoulder wondering if any of us have worked out who you are.
I really feel like having a go at the reporters and that bird on the webpage that said we were gutless.
Whoever the jack is that ratted out this site, you'd better hope we don't find out who you are.
LOL, I'd still reload if the limping muzzo crossed on my lawn, LOL.
The threats weren't confined to Facebook. One of the women interviewed in last night's story, social media strategist Laurel Papworth, was also targeted via text message.
Hi Laurel, just a quick text to let you know what an anemic-looking arsehole you are. Cheers.
This is not the first time Australian soldiers have been embroiled in Facebook vilification. Last year, more than 30 ADF members were caught up in a vicious page directed at homosexual soldiers.
I mean, this behaviour is not acceptable in any corner of Australia.
John Davey is the lawyer for one of the targets, Lieutenant Colonel Paul Morgan. He says the action taken then was inadequate.
If the Army had responded appropriately when this Facebook issue emerged 22 months ago, then it is unlikely that this subsequent Facebook would have been set up, and members who were contributing to it privately may not have continued their homophobic, racist and sexist abuse if the Army had responded adequately.
The Army's response in that case appears contradictory. It's told us in a statement that administrative action was taken against those involved through a written warning. But 7:30's obtained the letter sent to Lieutenant Colonel Morgan by Army investigators, which states there was insufficient evidence to take administrative action.
What the Defence Force is doing, and particularly the senior ranks in the Army are doing, is they're saying one thing to the public and actually doing something else, or more importantly, doing nothing in private. So the level of abuse is now beyond public tolerance, and I think we need to bring a stop to it.
The Army Chief has sent a written warning to all members of this latest Facebook group, saying the site has seriously damaged the Army's reputation within the community. It also warns former soldiers that they too are undermining the fine work of all those who now wear the uniform. And late today, the administrators of the site responded. This group was formed with nothing but good intentions, they said. Unfortunately, somewhere this group lost its way. I humbly apologise for the negative outlook presented to the current RAR members, the Australian Army and the overall ADF. 7:30 understands that hundreds of members have now abandoned the site. Those who've stayed are defiant and preparing for defence investigators to come knocking. As one member put it, let them knock.